According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think we're going to be seeing an awful lot of the player Pedro Neto, because he's so quick and agile, and his ability to twist and turn at top speed really does give him the edge in those crowded areas. I think he'll be his team's go-to guy when they're looking to counter too.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, sweet feet. So who's he picking out? And that's played in low. Now here's the delivery.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support, and the chances gone a-begging.
That's been drilled forward. Cucurella gets over and intercepts. Gelhardt. Now the ball in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Chalobah, gently done. João Pedro. Palmer. Cucurella. Palmer. Clears it away. And here's Neto. Cucurella goes on a charge down the left. Cucurella puts the ball in. Defending of the desperate variety. Clears it away. Corner then. Here's the header! Fair attempt. Just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Well read, nice interception. Chalobah. Moved on forwards. Now it's Pedro Neto. Gelhardt. Hadžiometović. Oh, good spread. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Chalobah. James looks to the other side. Ball's gone out of play. Lundstrom. Hadžiometović. He's in plenty of space here.
Hadzimetovic is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Wins the duel this time, and it's played forward. Caicedo. James forwards and with intent. He is just caressing the ball. Aimed in towards the centre. Pedro. It's a good foot in there. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Pedro. Chance! João Pedro. Fernandes. Crossed into the box. Tries to get it clear. And he's heaved it away. Chalobah have it back and can go again. Egan. Aim forwards. Calmly anticipates. Fofana, quality ball, it's just beyond his reach. McBurney, played out to the right. Chalobah getting this one clear. Turns and goes back. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cleared without complication. Hit into the middle. Chalobah is there and he can get that clear. João Pedro. Out to the left it goes. It's a throw-in. Egan. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Fofana attempts a clearance. That's an imaginative pass. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a promising run he's making on the right. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! They've scored! Sharp, Simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pedro Neto. And it's Palmer. Can he latch on to this? Chance! Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Pedro Neto. Out towards the flank. Takes aim and crosses. Brilliantly cut out. That's really well manoeuvred. Hadjimetovic. A searching ball out wide. And that has been knocked clear. Hadjimetovic. No way through there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Chalobah. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
João Pedro. Fernandes. Cucurella. And here's Neto. And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Palmer certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Flashes it across. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Spread out to the left. He's onto it in a flash.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cucurella with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Has a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Gelhardt. McBurney. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Caicedo. James. And it's James. Great work on the overlap. Climbs up big! No, not the best of headers.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Gets it away. Out of play for a throw. Cross deflected behind for a corner. James gets it away. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. João Pedro. Thinks one through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, there's a probing ball. Over to the left. Moved on forwards. Gelhardt. Chalobah. Aim forwards. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. James. Now he's got space here. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Cucurella. Fernandez, forwards and with intent. João Pedro. James. That is lovely. And it's hoisted clear. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto!
Pedro Neto just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
And it's played forward. Keeper's got good distance on that. Caicedo. James. Chalobah. Fernandez. Chalobah played out to the left flank. That's tidy. Pedro Neto with the delivery. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Fofana makes the interception. Chalobah. Fofana. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Caicedo. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Moved on forwards. That has been cut short. That's really well manoeuvred. Fofana cuts it out. Gelhardt. Clearly not happy with that. Palmer. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's played forward. Aim forwards. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Lundstrom. Aim forwards. He is onto it in a flash. Pedro Neto. Palmer. Now it's Pedro Neto. Looking for a decent ball in. Incoming delivery. Tries to get it clear. Gelhardt. Now, what about a counter-attack? That has found him in acres of space. That's an excellent interception. Deftly away. Palmer, spread out to the left. And it's Palmer. Out to the left it goes. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Over to the left. Produces a cross. Cleared away. Could move up a gear here. Hadzimetovic. Great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Or just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Egan, moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he cuts out the supply. And it's played forward. Now it's McBurney. Crossed into the middle. It's a goal kick. Driven forward. Fernandez. Palmer, laid out to the left flank. Cucurella crosses. Clears it away. Hadziametovic. Chance here to counter. Lundstrom. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's really well manoeuvred. Fofana is there, and he can get that clear. Palmer. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Out to the right. James. Oh, it's played into the area. That is a little undercooked. Gelhardt is the guilty party there. Fernandez. Caicedo. João Pedro. That's good running with the ball. Oh, they could break here. Strong running down that left flank. He is through here. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Well played, important challenge that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Palmer. Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Clipped into space. Moved on forwards. Chalobah gets across to intercept that. Pedro Neto. Played back in. He's going to be disappointed with that. It's a lovely, neat pass. Hadziametovic, spread out to the left. Hadziametovic picks it up out wide. And that's been repelled. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's been slipped through. Oh, that's up. Goes for a shot! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Lundstrom. That looks a good ball through. Time to deliver. In once more. And he's there to clear it. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now this could be a chance. It's a loose ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Pedro Neto. Fernandez, played out towards the right wing. Hadziametovic. Hadziametovic, played through into space. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Fofana. Pedro Neto. Cucurella chooses to go cross-field. James. Palmer. He's got away. Now, can he find a finish? Fernandez. Pedro Neto. And the keeper has it. And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Pedro Neto! Oh, it's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are cruising away. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. (3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Palmer knocks it out wide. Play towards the front line. McBurney. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's played forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Pedro cuts out the pass. Egan. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's the chance to counter. Caicedo. Fofana, aim forwards. Palmer. Pedro Neto. And a chance! And he should have made it 4. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. That gets things going for the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. That has been knocked clear. Cucurella. Fofana. Chalobah. That's a throw. Hadziametovic. McBurney. Oh, he's found support out wide. Out again for a throw-in. Lundstrom. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Cucurella. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. Pedro Neto. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Pedro Neto goes short. Gelhardt. Long ball looking to counter. And it's Cucurella. Can he get onto this? Pedro Neto. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Lundstrom. Up towards the front line. Cucurella. James. João Pedro. Can he finish? And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Moved on forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that's aimed into the middle. Too much on that, it's gone out.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Matazo. Oh, this looks sharp. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lundstrom moved on forwards. James. Chalobah. Fofana. Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's João Pedro. Out to the right. That's a nicely weighted pass. Real chance! Oh, it's come loose. Can he stop it going out? Oh, that's neat. Played into the middle. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. A chance to play it in. That's very neat. Tries to get it clear. Gelhardt proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Fernandez. Cucurella. And he goes cross-field. James. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the counter is on. Gelhardt, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Cross goes in there. Pedro Neto on 2 now and looking for 3. Cucurella. Aim forwards. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's managed to get free. And that's a good... There's the shot! Only partially clear. And it's Caicedo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Palmer, who's set up 1 goal so far. Cucurella. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. And it's Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Big chance! Yes! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Egan. It's an inviting looking ball, that. McBurney.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Caicedo. João Pedro. Out to the left it goes. Now it's João Pedro. Short changes him with that pass. Gelhardt. Shot a goal! James gets good distance on it. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Caicedo. James. Fernandez. And it's played forward. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Chalobah, aim forwards. Matazo. Moved on forwards. And it's hoisted clear. Caicedo. And it's Matazo. And it's lofted through here. Gelhardt. It's anyone's ball now. Could be Dave, and the shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. From Sinclair. Cucurella is onto it in a flash. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Caicedo. Palmer, oh, good spread. Lovely bit of skill. Played into the middle. That is a brilliant interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Matazo. Fernandez. Cucurella going full tilt down the left. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Palmer. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Over to the left. Back into the middle. And here's Fernandez. Cucurella. Fernandez, spread out to the left. Nice control. Bullish header! Lobbed in behind. Ah, such a clever touch. There are a few waiting for it. And it's Matazo. James tries to clear. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Cleared away. Nice physical challenge. Chalobah. Caicedo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Chalobah. Caicedo. Chalobah. Caicedo. Fernandez. Palmer laid out to the left flank. João Pedro. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Caicedo. That's a little off target. Egan. Moved on forwards. Fofana does really well to win the ball there. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Lundstrom. Aim forwards. That's not going far. And that was very necessary. And it's played forward. Receives it in a good position here. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Fofana played over towards the opposite flank. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Tries a shot! And that's past the post.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Moved on forwards. Chalobah clears it away. Played out wide. There's the header! Pedro Neto. And here's Palmer. He has found the way through. Palmer, now here's the delivery. Has a look and plays it forward. Chalobah wins the duel this time. James. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he's got his range wrong there. But there's going to be another change here. Matazo. Aim forwards. Well, that's well seen too. Chalobah forwards and with intent. Played out to the right. João Pedro. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. and the ball's come loose. João Pedro. Cucurella. Fofana. That's really well manoeuvred. Fernandez. And it's played forward. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Moved on forwards. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Fofana, nicely aimed pass. Lundstrom. That's good play. Sanchez drops his gloves on it, nice and calm. Pedro Neto. Fofana, gently done. Now it's João Pedro, spread out to the left. Pedro Neto. Lovely feet. Palmer! Not out the best in the keeper.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Lundstrom. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's João Pedro. Palmer. Out to the left it goes. Now it's João Pedro. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto. Oh, shooting chance! Pedro Neto with the short one. Out to the right. Pedro Neto. Crossing. And he's there to clear it.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Pedro Neto. Can he deliver? Pedro Neto with the... Oh, what a climb! That's really well cleared. Matazo shifted upfield. Fofana. Palmer. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, there's a probing ball. Palmer. Chalobah. Fofana, aim forwards. He's beaten the last man. And it's Caicedo. Out towards the flank. That has been knocked clear. And that's been won straight back. Tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Palmer. Fofana, forwards and with intent. Palmer, done delicately. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedro Neto. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Cucurella tries to dink it through. And it's made its way to him. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Leave back to the goalkeeper. Egan. That's a lovely, neat pass. Chalobah makes the interception. James. João Pedro. Palmer. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's João Pedro. Chance, surely! He's scored! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's become a case of men against boys. Quality ball. Chalobah cuts it out. James. Chalobah. Fofana. Pedro Neto looks to get on the end of this. And he cuts out the supply. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Overhits and out of play. Moved on forwards. Lundstrom. Palmer. Matazo. And it's hoisted clear. Well, nicely intercepted. And it's played forward. James. Cucurella. Fernandez. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, played through for the wide man. Pedro Neto. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. proves too strong. That's really well manoeuvred. James. Chalobah. Fofana. Sanchez sends that a long way. Egan. And it's played forward. He's found the way through. Decent chance! And he's heading too high. Pedro. João Pedro. Oh, good spread. Plenty waiting in the middle. Takes a shot! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.